You might know someone who goes through this or has this. What is social anxiety? The fear of interacting with people, which brings a feeling of self-consciousness, feelings of being negatively judged and evaluated. Now, you might be thinking, what a silly diagnosis. Who doesn't feel like that time to time? But wait, it goes deeper than that, much deeper. I want you to do this right now. Just picture your deepest fear in front of you. Social anxiety disorder is no different from other fears. Imagine how a person who actually has to go about and deal with this every day would be feeling. How will they feel if they are encountered with this problem every day? That is why the depression phase is so common. So here I have a list of things that a person might ask if they want to get to know this disorder better. Aren't social anxiety disorder and shyness the same thing? Shyness is more of a preferred personality trait. A shy person will not let them affect their life or their values. They don't put the fear of being judged by others as much as a person who is going through social anxiety would. Shy people start off quiet, timid and nervous, but they aren't afraid to adapt, and within a given certain amount of time they get more comfortable with others and still build relationships with people quite easily. Social anxiety is more of an extreme disorder. You will find that people who have this will avoid social situations anywhere and everywhere, just so they don't have to handle being in the presence of others. Things are considered a disorder when it affects a person's daily life. Someone who is shy may have no problem walking through an aisle in a superstore, but for someone who has social anxiety, it's a completely different situation. For them it's pure hell and they would rather avoid it. It's really hard to develop relationships with people. The real difference between the two is that social anxiety disrupts people's day-to-day lives, whereas shyness doesn't. What does a person feel inside when they go through this? When a person who suffers from this are on their own, they feel emotions of being severely depressed and alone, emotions of feeling confined, emotions of feeling angry with themselves. When a person who suffers from this are in the presence of others, they feel fear in everyday social situations, they feel self-conscious, they feel worried, they have panic attacks. I'm running out of fingers. Why do they feel like this? Almost the root cause of this is through past experiences, especially childhood experiences, because that's when you really start to develop. During the childhood stage, you base the foundation of your thoughts. What you learn in your childhood is what affects what you think today. These past experiences are always traumatizing and daunting. Someone might have been bullied, abused, excluded, had family issues, anything really that's got to do with or links to social interaction. Can they not just change? It's harder than you think. If I tell you to face your fears right now, not many people would do it. And it's the same for this. People with social anxiety all react to it differently. And like I said before, it's all down to past experience. Everyone's experience is different. But the one thing they all have in common is the fear of being judged by another. Now, because this is something in common, it's a good thing because you can find the cures and the methods easily in order to treat this. When it comes to techniques, one technique might really work well for one person, but for another it might not work as much. It's all about finding what works for that particular person, and that's how you truly will get effective results. I won't go through all the methods here, but I have a separate video I made on how to cure social anxiety, and this will give you an idea of where to get started. Is social anxiety the same for everyone who deals with it? The symptoms are the same as everyone else who experiences it, but like I said, everyone is different. It's like a meter that changes. So one time it might be really severe, another time it might be mild. How does social anxiety affect their lives? A person with this disorder will find simple day-to-day tasks really hard. It affects a person in every aspect of their lives because we are so dependent on social integration. How can I help someone who deals with it? The best thing you could do right now is show support. People with social anxiety may avoid social situations, but really it's not because they want to. They are scared and they really don't want to feel alone. So I really hope that video helped you.